Have you ever wondered what change of status means when referring to U.S. immigration laws? Well, you're not alone. It's one of those concepts that sounds simple, but then you start reading about it and 1,000 questions pop up. Don't worry, I'm here to walk you through it in a clear, calm, and friendly way. We're going to talk about what it means, how it works, who can apply, and what to look out for. No confusing legal talk, just real helpful info. Let's get started.
Change of status means that you're already in the U.S. on one type of visa and you want to switch to another type without having to leave the country. For example, you might be here as a tourist, but now you want to study, or you came as a student and now got a job offer. It doesn't mean you're getting a green card. It just means you're changing your visa category. You're still a visitor in the eyes of immigration, but now with a different purpose. It's like updating your profile, but with official paperwork. To apply, you need to be in the U.S. legally at the moment you send your application. That means your current visa hasn't expired, and you've been following the rules. No overstays, no unauthorized work, no violations. This option is most common for tourists who decide to study, students who finish school and want to work, or professionals who change jobs. But every case is different. What worked for someone else might not be right for you, and that's okay. Let's say Anna came to the U.S. on a visitor visa to see family. While here, she discovers a great English program and wants to study full-time. Instead of flying back home to apply, she can request a change of status to become a student. Or take Daniel. He's finishing his degree on an F1 visa and just got hired. His employer can file for him to change status to an H-1B work visa. These changes are possible, but they come with rules and timing you really need to respect. One of the trickiest parts of change of status is the timing. You must apply before your current visa expires, not one day after. Even if your new plans are solid, if you apply late, immigration may deny your request simply because the clock ran out. That's why it's crucial to plan ahead and act early. Think of it like catching a flight. You don't want to show up at the gate after they've closed the doors. And it's not just about submitting the form. You also need to allow time to gather your documents, fill everything out correctly, and double-check that you meet all the requirements. If you're thinking about changing status, start your planning the moment the idea pops into your head. A consultation with an immigration lawyer early on can save you a lot of headaches later. This is a question I get all the time. If my change of status is approved, will I get a new visa sticker in my passport? The short answer is no. You don't get a new visa stamp unless you leave the U.S. and go to a U.S. consulate abroad. What you're getting with change of status is permission to stay in the U.S. under new rules, not a new travel document. So if you leave the country after your change of status is approved and your previous visa has expired, you'll need to apply for a new visa abroad before coming back. That's why it's important to think ahead, especially if you have travel plans. Again, every case is different, so don't guess. Ask questions and get advice based on your situation. Usually, you'll need to file Form I-539, which is used to request a change from one non-immigrant status to another. If the change involves a job, like moving to an H-1B, then your employer might need to file Form I-129 instead. Along with the form, you'll send documents to support your request. That could include your current visa info, acceptance to a school, financial proof, or a job offer, depending on the case. The more complete and clear your application, the better. After you file, you'll get a receipt notice from USCIS confirming they got your case. Sometimes they'll ask for more evidence. This is called an RFE, Request for Evidence. Don't panic, it's common. Just respond by the deadline they give you. While your application is being reviewed, it's super important that you stay in valid status. That means keep following the rules of your current visa. No working if you're not allowed, no overstaying. Keep things clean and clear. This process isn't quick, and that's the truth. It might take a few months, or in some cases, even longer. The timeline depends on the type of change, the service center, and how busy they are. That's why planning is everything. Try not to wait until the last minute. Give yourself plenty of time to apply, especially if your current status is close to expiring. Preparation is your best friend in immigration. This is very important. Please don't travel outside the U.S. while your change of status is pending. If you leave the country before it's approved, your request is considered abandoned. So if you're planning to go see family or take a vacation, press pause. Wait until you get a decision. If you absolutely need to leave, talk to an immigration professional first. One decision can change everything. A denial can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't always mean you have to leave immediately. If your current visa is still valid, you may have some time to figure out your next step. But if it's expired, then yes, it gets more serious. Every case is different, and this is the moment to get support. Don't guess or go silent. Talk to someone who knows immigration well and see if there's a way to reapply, appeal, or make a different plan. These two terms sound alike, but they mean very different things. Change of status is when you go from one temporary visa to another, like tourist to student. You're still a temporary visitor. Adjustment of status is the process of applying for a green card while already in the U.S. That's about becoming a permanent resident. So just remember, change equals temporary visa switch. Adjustment equals the path to staying long-term. Immigration is full of steps, but you don't have to go through it alone. Understanding what change of status means is a big step toward making informed, confident decisions for your future.
If you're still feeling unsure about whether a change of status is right for you, that's completely normal. Immigration laws are complex, and knowing what the right step is isn't always obvious. That's why it helps to reach out to an immigration attorney who understands the process and can guide you with experience. Every case is different, but just by learning, you're already moving in the right direction. Keep going, you've got this. But if you still have questions or want help figuring out what's your next move, I'm here for you. Visit ShelleSimonLaw.com for more info or call us at 281-606-0800 to schedule a consultation. Let's make your next immigration step clear, calm, and possible together.